We're back on the water today. This is a little type of different fishing. Me and Cody haven't really ever done anything like this. We're actually on the dam of Canton Lake. We're here with Donnie Jenkins, the Crappie King, but he told us that the sand bass was hot right here from the dam and decided to bring us out, and he rigged up some poles for us and was going to show us the ins and outs of how to fish this. And one thing is, he told us earlier that this was the river channel that we'll be fishing. That's one thing you want to remember when fishing like from a dam, I guess, that those fish are going to be running that. It's almost like a game trail for, say, for hunters, but you know, those fish are going to be running that river channel, especially those sand bass because they run in schools. Are they pushing the shad up against the...
Yeah, what they're doing, the seagulls has pushed all the shad up in here, and so it's pushed all the sand bass and the hybrids and the walleye up here, and then even crappie too. And the crappie that you catch are good sized crappie, and sand bass are great, and walleye good too.
Yeah, we saw some of the sand bass he caught earlier today, and it was pretty amazing how many you'd caught in just a little period of time. But I think we're gonna pitch our lures over and see if we can't find where exactly they're located at and mark the line. And one thing you want to remember, here at Canton Lake, you can fish off the bridge. Make sure if you have a place around that you're thinking of right now, make sure it's legal to fish off the bridge and all that stuff. But let's get our lures out in the water and see if we can't pull some in.
You bet. Sounds great. I'll be fishing about 18 foot of water, and this goes down to about 20. So we're just close to the bottom. But what I've got on there, I've got 5 jigs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All different colors. Got a 3/8 weight on the bottom, bell sinker. And then we'll just lower this down like this, Cody. And Cody. And we'll go all the way to the water. And we'll go to that top jig. And then we'll reach out 9 times.
Okay.
And that's about, maybe 2 feet.
Yeah.
And so that'd be about 18 feet right there. 9 times 2 is 18. And usually what I'll do, I'll put a mark on how I mark this. I just take the 2 lines together like this. And squeeze them and come around the finger.
Yeah.
And then back through this. And I've got a slip knot.
All right.
And so then right there, that's where we're going to be fishing, is right there.
Simple enough. Man, that's a ways down there.
There we go.
Fish on.
Fish on.
Already. Pull that puppy in there. Oh,
that's cool.
Check that out. No lie.
What you call long distance fishing.
Yeah. You sure you're not the sand bass king?
I got a feeling I'm gonna lose my hat today.
Yeah.
I might should have worn my bad hat.
What we do, we just take them off and put them over here in a bucket.
Okay.
And usually we just have a bucket of water over here. And just put it in the water and there, fish on.
Fish on.
You want to do this pole?
It don't matter to me. I'm sure we'll get a hit here.
I just gotta get that first feel of it. Then
I had one a minute ago. I just didn't know how I'd feel when he actually took it.
What did it feel like?
Just barely hit that, then just jerk.
What did it feel like?
Just tugging. There we go.
Cody's got him one. Got a little knot here.
2 of them.
Yeah. That a boy.
Oh, we lost the crappie. Got the sand bass.
Makes lures and stuff. He wants to.
Makes it look like.
Fish on.
Done. Easy.
Oh yes, sir. They always look huge when they're coming out.
Yeah, I know. They're all twins.
Yeah. On the upper side of them.
There's a nice fish.
Yeah.
And there's one right there. What's the limit on the sand bass? 20? So 20 per person. We can come back with 60 sand bass. That's a pile of fish. And there's another one. Well, Cody and I are still fishing, and Donnie's got the different kind of jigs and stuff that we're using laid out on the bridge here. So what all exactly do we have out? We got a variety of different lures out, don't we?
these are the tube jigs, and they come in all different colors. What we're using is what we've got on the poles down there. Is what Cody and Cody's got on theirs. But these are what they call the tube jigs, and they are used with a 1/16 ounce hook. And what we do, we'll put that right through the center of the tube jig and come down through the hook, and then it just like you got a regular hook just like that, and they call that a tube jig. Then we use on the bottom of the line, we put five hooks on and use 5 of these tube jigs on, and we use on the very bottom we use a 3/8 bell sinker weight. That way you can go down, and then when you're fishing, it's straight down instead of kind of angling, or if there's any wind at all, this weight will kind of keep it straight. Then on not just the tube jigs, we've got feather jigs too also that we're using, and all different colors. And this one's a yellow with a chartreuse with a white tail on it. They've already got a hook on them, so but they're good too. And you use a weight on that on the bottom just like the regular tube jig, but very successful.
Cody, I got one.
I'm
Holy
proud,
moly.
son.
That dude was pulling there.
Come back over towards this way.
Yeah, I kind of shy away from the group every now and again, don't I?
I'm getting good at this. I like it.
Professional loser.
We're gonna do this more often.
I am enjoying this. I think the main thing I enjoy about it is that
Funny.
you're focusing more on catching than you are actually working the lure and fishing.
Yeah. It's not so much
Just really
technique.
just holding it and then kind of tipping your rod a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then just holding it, and then they'll do the work. They'll
Yeah.
get down there and take after the skirt or the jig or what we've got on. Fish on.
It looks big coming out of that water.
Uh-huh. Big white blur. I wonder what that fish is thinking right now.
What's going on? Maybe. It's possible.
Yeah, on that how frenzy of hooks and stuff flying at me. I feel a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, you'll get yourself. I'm gonna hook myself pretty good.
And I'll try to plan on getting you hung. That was cool. That's a new type of experience.
I believe Mr. Jenkins just got the touch.
Sends that fish feeding vibration down the end of the rod. That's what we're catching. Not too huge, but nice little sandies. Go drop this one in the bucket with the others. All right. Did I get one, or am I just ready? That's fish on. Oh yeah, come here, buddy.
Hey, double.
Double. I got the hang of it now. I know what I'm doing. Well,
You'd like to think so, wouldn't you?
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Who won the size contest? Not like we really had one, but. Whew.
Huh? Open your mouth up, bud.
I beat you.
Yeah, right.
So how long is the period of time where this is really the place to fish, I guess you could say?
Well, usually this time of year, usually the crappie fishing is just fantastic. And what we've got in this lake this year that I've noticed is that the population of shad is just tremendous. We've got
Really?
1-inch shad up to
Wow.
7-inch shad, and
Double. Man, they got Is that what that was? Felt like it had a little bit better fight than most.
What is that, a drum?
A drum.
I know they look kind of goofy.
Yeah, they're not the prettiest fish in the world, but they do put up a fight if you want to catch a fish. Let's see how we're doing here. There we go. It's up on the nicer end of the fish. One thing with goose fishing you want to remember is you don't really get that strike hit like you would, say, your bass fishing or anything like that, because you're up so high. You can't really tell what's a bite. So every once in a while, just jig a little bit, and when you feel heavy, feel free to set the hook. Since we got it tied off, we know what depth we're at. Set the hook, reel it up if you got one. If not, then reset it back down to where you're at. But the good thing is with this, once you get the feel of it, it's about the same every time. You just sit here and pull them in, and that's pretty cool seeing how many sand bass you can catch. And they actually do put up a little bit of fight. And then when you see them come out of the water, big bright scales, as you can see with the sun reflecting off of them, come out of the water. It looks like a big fish, and then you get them up, and not too huge, but I can just imagine what one of those big ones is going to look like. So that's pretty nice to think about.
It's just a tap, really, when they hit it.
Yeah. Fish on.
Fish on. This fishing actually is kind of relaxing,
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about where you're casting or, what to fish with. You get you set up and drop it in the water and catch fish. It's not that hard to do.
That's right. Another good thing is that it doesn't take that much, skill, actually, because just putting it in the water, kind of jigging up and down. You have to get the feel of the fish biting to actually be able to catch them, but other than that, yeah, it's pretty nice. I think this is probably really good for beginners.
Yeah.
To get out and do.
Well, all you got to have
or
is,
for Cody and I,
a way to get out here, your rod and reel, a fishing license, and I guess the ability
smile.
to have a good time. They're on. Ain't even 165-pound gar.
I wasn't ready for it, man. Still want to get the closer.
This is a good fish, though. Look at that fish.
That's a pretty fish.
That section up. I'm never gonna get that hook. I think if I just looked at it right. You know how I got him?
Huh? Skill?
Sitting there jigging it up and down.
Oh.
What you twitching for, man?
Yeah, I got it.
That's a good fish. I think we finna hang it up for tonight. We got a pile of them. Check these buckets out. Look at that. And that's just the top ones. They're all the way down to the bottom.
Fish on.
Cody's got one on. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and drop in one more time.
Yeah, you can't stop. I'm gonna stop when I can't feel the fish anymore, so that could be well into the evening.
Nice.
All right.
No, really. This is what I was doing.
Really?
Yeah, we hooked him.
That's skill, man. That's skill.
Tight, huh? I'm a professional. I don't pay me
About
for nothing.
the average fish of the day, me and Cody are having a good time out here. Mr. Donnie Jenkins brought us out, the Crappie King, but he is educated in all types of fishing. Sand bass, walleye, crappie. Crappie's his main thing, but if you want to come down to Canton, every time we come down here, we've had a good fishing trip. We had a great crappie fishing trip, sand bass.
The walleye rodeo was going on.
Yeah, and plan on going back out there this year. So give him a call at the number at the bottom of the screen. Try to set up a date. I highly recommend coming out here and fishing with him. And I think the sun's going down. We're probably gonna fish around just a little more for fun. But until next time, we'll be in the woods.
Excellent.